T.I.'s son, King Harris, has been arrested after not appearing in court and some other things connected.
Just got locked up. They said I had a failure to appear for the suspicion of a DUI in Jasper County that you said was resolved.
King.
So now I'm locked up and they say I got a warrant because I failed to appear in Pickens County.
I know my son. Think I ain't spoke to my son. Think I ain't told my son, his mama, and his grandmamas, his ass going to prison. If you goddamn keep that shit up, his ass going to prison. Ain't no way around it. Ain't nothing I'm gonna be able to do about it. Can't nobody stop it but him. You know what I mean? I've already had the conversation. I've already made my peace with it.
Breaking news out of Atlanta, and it's the kind of story nobody saw coming. King Harris, the son of rap legend T, isn't trending for music or reality TV anymore. He's in the hospital, clinging to life after a brutal ambush inside a Georgia jail. Cameras allegedly went dark. Whispers of a setup are spreading like wildfire. And T himself is said to be pulling every string to get his boy out before it's too late. Insiders say it started like a normal day on the block until it didn't. Allegedly, King was lured toward a quieter corner of the unit. Then chaos. 3 men, a flurry of fists, guards dragging bodies apart as alarms blared. Reports claim multiple inmates were injured, the tier locked down, and King rushed to medical with swelling and bruising that had everyone on edge.
And another thing, I'm a free man. Stop, goddamn, I'm not locked up. I'm straight. I was, but I'm back, I'm straight.
Here's the part that's making the internet lose it, the cameras. People online swear security footage mysteriously failed at the exact moment of the attack. Officially, glitches happen. Unofficially, cameras break when they need to break, as one industry voice put it. Question for you, if the cameras really did go out, do you call that coincidence? Or choreography? Context matters. King Harris didn't land in this story overnight. He's been a social media lightning rod, viral lives, bold talk, and a reputation for standing on business even when people begged him to play it cool. Fans remember the Falcons game dust up T, physically restraining King while cameras rolled. Some viewers called it tough love, others called it humiliation. Either way, it painted a picture, a young man determined to be taken seriously, even if that means walking a path most people think a Nepo baby should avoid. Inside jail, the rules change. Followers don't translate to respect. Money doesn't translate to safety. If you know, loyalty and silence are currency. So when someone shows up with a famous last name and a loud profile, that's either a shield or a target. Sources close to the family describe a split-screen crisis. On one side, T, the king of the South, said to be up all night, calling lawyers, politicians, anyone with pull in the Department of Corrections. The whispers say he'll sign NDAs, cut checks, whatever it takes to move his son before there's a round 2 on the other side. Tiny running point with publicists, allies, and media contacts, trying to control a narrative that keeps leaking through every crack in the internet. And yes, insiders claim arguments behind closed doors. Is this about parenting styles, strategy, pride? When your baby is hurt, logic disappears. You lash out. Real talk. If you were in their position, would you go scorched earth on the system or go quiet to keep your kid off everyone's radar? Let's be clear, a lot of what's circulating is unverified. We're labeling it accordingly. Theory A, the contraband ledger. Some prison watch accounts claim King's name appeared in a ledger, a sign of a broken promise or unpaid debt. In that world, broken promises get paid in blood. Could this be payback or just myth-making after the fact?
As a celebrity, now you doing stupid stuff like this, like, make it make sense, man. Man, why you got a loaded gun, smoking marijuana, and driving recklessly, and got a warrant for not showing up for court? Are you serious? Is you really trying to prove that you about that life, huh? You really trying to prove to the world that you out there in the streets like that, huh? That's the wrong way to prove it, homie. That's the wrong way to prove it.
Theory B, the privilege tax. Others say it wasn't personal, it was symbolic. You take down the famous kid to send a message to everybody else. Last names don't matter here. We've seen this story before with other high-profile inmates. Fame paints a neon target. Theory C, old ghosts new grudges. There's chatter that long shadow scandals around the family made King a walking bullseye. Whether you believe those allegations or not, inside a facility, gossip becomes ammo. Which theory tracks for you? Or do you think the truth is some messy cocktail of all three? As soon as the story broke, social media did what social media does. #PrayForking trended. TikTok detectives spun timelines. Twitter argued if this was karma or conspiracy. Memes popped up, some supportive, some brutal.
So I've been seeing a lot of videos about King Harris apparently being attacked in jail. Just a heads up, that shit never happened. If it did, it'd be all over the fucking news. Just like when Tory Lanez got stabbed. And it's honestly sad they do this because I used to like T.I. Now I've kind of realized that he's just kind of a clout-chasing punk. This is an old man who hasn't had a hit in 20 years. But for some reason thinks he's fucking relevant. This shit's called unemployed behavior. Only people with no job and no life give a fuck about this. And the way Homeboy was rolling, an ass whooping's kinda justified. I thought T.I. was supposed to be some hard-ass gangster. Homie's softer than baby shit. Weaker than wet doo-doo paper. One ply. That's what I'm gonna start calling him. One
And
ply.
the Nepo baby convo came roaring back. Do famous kids earn consequences? Or do we hold them to an impossible standard because of who their parents are? Here's a real question. When a 19-year-old ends up in a hospital bed, is our instinct to judge or to protect? Drop your take in the comments. I'm genuinely curious where you land. Let's break down the unwritten code because it explains a lot. Optics over words. Loud talk means nothing. Alliances mean everything. Debt is religion. If someone fronts you, you pay on time every time. Fame is a double-edged sword. It can buy you space or make you a trophy. Cameras are your best friend until they're not. When dark spots appear, bad things happen there. This isn't victim blaming. It's survival math. Zoom out and the story taps several trending flashpoints. Nepo baby discourse. From Hollywood to hip-hop, the internet is obsessed with whether famous kids get passes or pay extra. This case is gasoline on that debate. Prison safety headlines. We've seen viral outrage whenever cameras malfunction, guards miss a moment, or high-profile prisoners land in suspicious situations. The public's trust is paper thin. The PR crisis playbook. Go public and shame the system versus go quiet to reduce heat. Celeb families split on strategy all the time. Which side wins here? Add in the Falcons game flashback, the headlock, the shouting. The viral clips and the internet is stitching together a larger narrative. A young man trying to prove himself, a famous father trying to keep control, and a machine called social media that doesn't let anyone grow in peace. Forget the headlines for a second. At the center of this is a family scared, exhausted, and probably blaming themselves for things they can't control. Think about being 19 and learning your life lessons under a microscope. Think about being a parent who's done the speeches, the groundings, the private interventions, and then you still end up here. If you were T, do you torch the system in public? Or do you bite your tongue to keep your kid off the radar of people who like attention almost as much as they like violence? There isn't a perfect move. There's just a next move. Best case scenario, a medical turn for the better, a transfer to safer housing, and a plan that prioritizes quiet over clout. Likely scenario, legal motions, official statements, counter statements, and weeks of internet court. Worst case scenario, we're not speaking that into existence. But everyone watching knows why the next 24 minus 48 hours matter. Regardless, one truth stands. Behind bars, the code doesn't care about who you are on the outside. If King stays in the system, the only way forward is alliances, low profile, and zero loose ends. This saga is exposing the cold truth about celebrity privilege behind bars. Fame can't always protect you. Money can't always move you. And sometimes your last name makes you the biggest pawn in someone else's game. King Harris may now be the face of that harsh reality, and his family's empire hangs in the balance. Was this a targeted hit, a contraband dispute, or a perfect storm that turned a famous last name into a lightning rod? Do you think T should blast the system publicly or work it quietly from the shadows? If this were your kid, what would you do? Drop your thoughts below, keep it respectful, and if you want real-time updates as this story evolves, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next update on the Harris family saga.